Ohio, Mr. Kucinich.
Gentleman from Ohio is recognized for 2 minutes.
It is difficult to debate an issue of such importance and have very good friends who are taking an opposite position. But I think that in this case, we have to look very squarely at the literal reading of the Constitution. The First and Fourth Amendment literal reading makes it very clear that the Patriot Act is a destructive undermining of constitutional principles. There's extraordinary powers being given by the government, and it contravenes not just principles of the Constitution, but our own oath to defend the Constitution. I want to speak to the provisions that are set for reauthorization here. Two of the provisions are contained in the Patriot Act, legislation that I opposed when it first came up because I believe that it was overt infringement on basic civil liberties, including freedom of speech. The first one, Section 206, known as the John Doe wiretap, allows the FBI to obtain an order from the FISA, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, to wiretap a target without having to specify the target or the device. And I challenge the constitutionality because I believe this provision severely undermines the Fourth Amendment, which requires warrants to describe the place to be searched and the person or things to be seized. This provision of the Patriot Act requires neither the target or device to be identified. The second provision, Section 215 of the Patriot Act, known as the Business Records Provision, allows the FBI to order any person or business to turn over any tangible things as long as it specifies it's for an authorized investigation. Orders executed under Section 215 constitute a serious challenge to the Fourth and First Amendment rights by allowing the government to demand access to records often associated with the exercise of First Amendment rights such as library records or medical records. The third provision, Section 6001, known as the Lone Wolf Surveillance Provision, is contained in the Intelligence Reform and Terrorism Prevention Act of 2004. It authorized the government to conduct investigations of non-U.S. individuals not connected to a foreign power or terrorist group. It effectively allows the government to circumvent the standards that are required to obtain electronic surveillance orders from criminal courts, and I ask unanimous consent to put extraneous materials in the record in support of it.